Well, how rich is our South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa? Very rich. He is extremely rich. Let's see.
If you look at a property currently for sale in Pretoria, properly fitted out for a president.
And our president is so rich, he has
This many houses. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Surely he must have been very smart to make this much money. Yes, so smart. This is the idea he came up with, and this is how he executed it. So South Africa got a new laws in that said companies have to have a big percentage of black ownership. Black people have to own it in order for it to not be taxed more. So companies were going everywhere looking for black people to buy shares in the company. But, of course, at the current share price, black people weren't interested in it. Otherwise, they would have bought it already. So companies had to lower their share price, especially for black people. One smart thing about this law was, and that Cyril saw, is that it didn't say how many black people it needs to sell to. So, when the companies lower the share price just enough, Cyril said, I'll buy it all. And he got a bank loan and he bought it. The companies could choose who they sell it to. And Cyril, because he was a member of the party that governed the country, and this party would then decide what companies get contracts with the government, or decide which laws will run in the country, they chose Cyril to sell the shares to. So Cyril buys the shares for cheaper than other people can, and then he sits on the company and sits on the shares. By the way, he's only allowed to sell it after a few years, that's the rules. So he's got to make sure that the company does well. So he goes to the government and he says, make laws that are good for this company, give this company contracts, and so the share price stays up, and at the end of the few years, Cyril makes his money. He also sat on the boards of companies. This is just a meeting of all the big bosses, and Cyril will sit there and he'll get a salary. What Cyril does for them is, because he gets a salary, he, again, makes sure laws don't go against this company and the companies get government contracts. How smart is that, guys? This guy is so smart. I could never have thought about this. You know, you go to school, you just say you've got to invent something, or you just have to go to a certain job that already exists and make money. And us stupid people, we do that. We just follow the line that's set out for us. While Cyril, he creates a whole new dimension of how you can make money. I would never have thought about this if it didn't actually happen in front of my eyes. This guy's a genius. Yes, this is a good plan. I should get myself some of these bargain black-only shares. But he didn't stop there, no. When he branched out this, he cloned himself. When he became too busy, when his days was filled too much sitting on board meetings, getting a salary, and his days was too much remembering the names of all these companies he had shares in, he went to his brother-in-law, the brother of his wife, and he said, Patrice, come, do what I do. Look at this. And then just go to the companies I tell you to go to. Talk to me, and I'll go to the ruling party, the government, and I'll make sure their contracts work well as well, and the share price will go up. And so Patrice did the same. He almost became a clone of Cyril, and he made more money. This is how much houses Patrice can afford. This is like a whole city, guys. This guy is so smart. Isn't it the smartest thing to clone yourself? You become so successful, you make another guy who is family, who is just as successful as you, and in the same way. Who could have thought of that? Cloning as well. Now there's the third way in which he is so smart. You might think, why did the ANC, the government, do this favor for him, to make laws that make his companies do well? Why do they do that favor to him? Because he doesn't bring any technical expertise to these companies. He doesn't make the companies perform better. He doesn't make South African companies better. Why did they do it? Well, this is a smart thing. If you give personally money to a party in South Africa, they don't have to say who has given this money. So the theory is that Cyril, out of his own wealth that his party has helped him create, he gives a lot of money to this party called the ANC. And they use this money to fight elections and have lots of ads out for elections, bus people into election rallies, to fill up a stadium, rent out a stadium. They get all this money. And a lot of it, the theory, is from Cyril. And so they get voted in again and again, and the members of parliament for the ANC, they keep their jobs. And that's all they wanted. That's why they let smart Cyril do what he does. So if you think this is fantastic, it's okay. I mean, this guy is so smart, he is the president. Let's have the smartest president and let the ANC always win elections. Do you think this is okay? That is alright. I'm just going to leave you with this one philosophical question. Do you support this party because you saw some facts and you can determine that they are the best for the country? Or do you support this party because Cyril gave them so much money to fight elections and convince you with the electioneering that they are the best party? Mind blown.